Hi, it's Grandma Moore. It's Monday, starting this week. It's sunny right now, but man, it rained and rained all day yesterday. So excited to see the sun. I don't know what to expect today. It's the first day back for everybody after spring break, so I'm hoping it's going to be super busy. Getting ready to sign on and update my mileage. So come along, let's see what this Monday gives us. I did really like the verse today. It's Psalms 62, 5 and 6. My soul, wait in silence for God only, for my hope is from Him. He only is my rock and my salvation, my stronghold. I shall not be shaken. This devotion was really good. It talks about when things start falling apart. We have, just life crisis. Somebody passes, or, the bills didn't get paid, or yesterday our lights went out. Luckily we didn't go to the grocery, but if we had, I'd have been stressed out about the groceries and different things. There's always something, it seems, to kind of like shake you a little bit. And this devotion talked about, well, what do you do whenever you get shaken with something unexpected, or, life just gets a little out of control. And, it says if we stay focused, you're going to lose that motivation. You're going to lose that encouragement that you get. And you got to, really fight for that sometimes. And I know me personally, I'll get stuck into whatever's going on and trying to solve it. And I'm doing a lot better about stopping, praying, and saying, okay, God, how do I handle this? Or give me some guidance on this. And I think that's why I like that verse, because He is my rock. Nothing can shake me as long as I go back to Him and focus. But when I'm not focused on, okay, what's my next step, then I really fall apart. And right now I've been praying a lot about, am I going the right path? What is it that I need to do to make sure I am on the right path? And so this verses, because there's two of them, really hit home for me to remind me, God is my rock. Nothing could shake me as long as I have Him as my rock. So I don't know, I thought that was pretty good. I know, doing this DoorDash stuff has been rocky lately, but staying focused, staying determined, and God will provide, and that's the best I can do. On my drive down to the zone, I was thinking about my college days. I took the study of Western religion and the New Testament. In the Western religion course, the things that I took away from that, there was a few things. One was, the golden rule. Everybody believes, seems like all the religions believe, treat others how you want to be treated. They all believe Jesus was on the earth. There's scientific evidence, historical evidence that He was on earth. But the question is, what was His role on earth? Us Christians believe He was the Messiah. Other religions feel like He was a prophet. So then the other part is, most wars are due to religion. So religious beliefs. I found that interesting, because I didn't realize how much the difference in religion caused wars. And then in the New Testament, my course in New Testament was mostly about Matthew, Mark, and Luke. And there was some, there's some differences, like the story about the fish, how many fish or how many people, and different. And then you had to learn, like, Matthew was this type of personality. Mark was this type of personality. Luke was this type of personality. Okay, so that's why their stories are off a little bit. Then we talked about the time frames. Okay, Matthew could have been alive while Jesus was born, but Mark couldn't. So are those fables, or, so that was really good. But the point of the story is, it made me question my beliefs. And for a couple of years, I asked tons of questions, prayed a lot, read a lot, talked to Catholic priests, talked to a Baptist pastor, what are people's views? And even though, the Jewish professor said, I'm going to change, if you're not strong in your religion, you won't believe by the time you're out of here or whatever. And he did. He had me question the first couple of years after that course, but it made me stronger at the end. So the more we ask, the more we search, the more we rely on God and listen to the Holy Spirit, I think it makes it stronger. Like when I took art class, all these things were religious. Our calendar goes by Jesus's birth. All these things, there's so many signs to tell us Jesus was the Messiah. And it just made me so much stronger of a Christian. I just got my first order I accepted. The other orders were pretty bad, and I decided to go in and do this one. It's like $9.75 for 10 miles from Chick-fil-A. I was right here. So I'm like, all right. But I was listening to Mike, the bike dasher, while I was waiting, and he said he's not getting any orders either. So it's going to be one of those Mondays, I'm sure. Well, I have Uber on too, and they sent me a $6.50 for 4.7 miles. And I was out of the zone, so this brought me back into the zone. So at McDonald's picking it up. All right, DoorDash sent me this $5.50 for 2.7 miles. So maybe we're starting to get busy now. All right, that order took a little bit. So it was like the first order they made for the day. So I'm like, do you have coffee? Because I saw a coffee machine. They made me a fresh pot of coffee and made me a cup. So hey. All right, I accepted this Uber order, $11, going 9 miles, almost 10 miles. Just trying to stay busy on this slow Monday. There's a lot of dashers out, so trying to get whatever I can get. Well, I got this stacked order for $36. It said it'd take an hour. It is going to Louisville, but it is on Uber. So I went ahead and turned off DoorDash, and there's a lot of dashers out, so we'll see if Uber will pay off today. All right, I'm in Louisville, and I'm just gonna work in here for a little bit. They sent me a GOPUFF delivery. I have no idea what that is. $15 for like 3 miles. So gonna learn something new today. Your place. GOPUFF delivery parking. Aha. Okay. So do I walk in? How does this work? I guess I walk in. Well, it was kind of like a warehouse. You just ring the doorbell, and she brought out the order. It's supposed to have a barcode. It doesn't, but it has all the appropriate information. And it's like cigarettes and vodka. In Indiana, we can't deliver those things. So definitely different in Kentucky than Indiana. So this will be interesting. I'm not sure where I'm going or how this works. All right, I just dropped that off. Had to check his ID, check if he was sober. All good. And then I got a $9 order going 1.7 miles from Chipotle, working downtown Louisville. We'll see how it goes. I had planned on going ahead and staying in Louisville for a couple of hours since I'm already over here. But for whatever reason, the Uber's not showing me any hot spots. It's just plain. And DoorDash is busy back in my regular zone. So I hit dash along the way and seeing what happens next. Well, I turned on DoorDash for a minute. It wasn't going well. So, and Uber's sending pretty good orders. So I'm going to stick with Uber today. If it slows down, I'll turn DoorDash back on. But right now, I'm just going to do this. I have an $11 order going, I think 5 miles from Chick-fil-A Chick. Since I gave up on DoorDash, I'm just taking the Uber orders that I could take. So this is 5 something for 6 miles at Smoothie King, here to pick it up. All right, I got a stacked order on DoorDash. I turned it back on because nothing was going on Uber. 11.50 for 6 miles, one order at McAllister's and one order at Chick-fil-A. Right, DoorDash sent me this order going 12 miles for $40, but it is two different orders at Myers for 63 items. It does sound like a lot and everything, but I needed $28 to make my goal for the day. This will reach it, probably my last order of the day, and I went above my goal, so I'm excited about that. All right, that took me an hour and 5 minutes from the time it hit my phone until I'm back in my car with all the groceries. So that wasn't too bad because I was like 15 minutes from the grocery store. This first drop off's only 5 minutes. Good thing I'm not going that way. I was going to take the expressway home after this order, but we'll see how it looks the opposite direction. Well, that last order was less than an hour and a half for $40, so I can't complain there. They sent me some other orders, but it's almost 4:30. I'm going to head out. I left my husband in charge of grocery shopping, so I'm definitely anxious to see what he ended up buying. It was a good day. Worked almost 7.5 hours, and made $162 or $163, waiting for all of it to be added up. So I'll write it up here. And went about almost 125 miles. It was adventurous. It was nice to do something different. I don't get to do that very often, and I thought I'd try it. It didn't go bad. My first GOPUFF delivery ever. I'm definitely going to Google that. Maybe I'll write some more stuff on here once I figure out what exactly that was. But that was interesting. Do you all have GOPUFF in your area? What do you know about it? Because I know nothing. I was kind of weirded out when I saw it, but it paid good, so I took it. Money, money, money. All right. I think everything else went well. Well, it was just a fun, exciting day. So I hope y'all are doing great. Till next time, stay happy. God bless you.